Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Mixed Text and Politics. More liberal lunacy. UT Arlington to create queer safe space for students. This is nuts. As public schools and universities across the state continue promoting radical gender ideology and divisive racial policies, the University of Texas at Arlington is creating a queer safe space for LGBTQ123 students to study, attend support groups, and read queer books. Unbelievable. Late last month, UTA's library department announced its collaboration with the university's LGBTQ plus program to create the Rainbow Lounge. The Rainbow Lounge. Wow. With multidisciplinary liaison librarian Ellie Covington calling it calling the initiative a visible representation of the library's support for our queer and trans students. The Rainbow Lounge will provide LGBTQ123 students with faculty and staff mentors and pride peers, as well as move queer books from the library's general collection to the queer safe space. The library also promised to convert two third two third floor restrooms in two third floor restrooms. Into gender inclusive restrooms. Multidisciplinary liaison librarian Janet Burka said the library will show students to take part in decorating and setting up the space to provide them with ownership over the project, so it's not just librarians with the LGBTQ plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 program like figures of authority. But students are really sort of owners of that space as well. The library's Rainbow Lounge is not UTA's only LGBTQ plus initiative. The university also sanctions an LGBTQ plus 1 to 3 program to help build and sustain a socially just campus community that is welcoming and inclusive of all people of all sexual orientations, gender identities, and expression. Wow. The group also provides workshops to help I'm tired of saying this, students become allies and help promote racial gender theory. Various Movali workshops instruct university students and faculty on how to change from ally to accomplice, and teach modules on pronouns, intersectionality, and privilege. Other workshops discuss marginalization of trans folks and the intersections between race, ethnicity, LGBTQ plus identities. This is absolutely insane. UTA's, I'm tired, you know what I'm about to say. UTA's program also provides students with links to the Trevor Project, an LGBT group some have called out for using unreliable data, and the Transgender Education Network of Texas, an organization that promotes child gender mutilation. Earlier this week, the organization Campus Pride Index declared UTA, whose board of regents is appointed by the governor and approved by the state senate, awarded the campus 5 out of 5 stars for promoting inclusive LGBTQ and allied policies, programs, and practices. Wow. We just get more. I'll get to that in a second. UTA leadership and campus partners have truly embraced the LGBTQ plus programs vision of ensuring all Mavericks feel heard, seen, and recognized at UTA. I'm taking this moment to celebrate a major accomplishment, and then my team and I are getting back to work to create even more inclusive Maverick community. Wow. In response to the creation of UTA's queer safe space, student and grassroots activist Carlos Turquios commended the project and criticized the university for indoctrinating students. Condemned the project, I'm sorry. Safe spaces only create echo chambers and further lead to social justice and indoctrination. Ironically, safe spaces are not spaces of inclusion. That's absolutely correct. That is absolutely right. This is going to create more division, more indoctrination among students in colleges. I've been to UTA. I didn't study there. I never actually attended UTA, but I've been to the campus, and this was years ago. UTA seemed like a normal college. I mean, I looked into going there. A lot of students that live in DFW, it's a local university. A lot of people go there because it's relatively cheap compared to other places. At least back then it was different than going to UT Austin or A&M. UTA was a more affordable, closer to home option for people here in DFW. And I always thought it was a good place to study. They have a lot of programs, a lot of educational programs there, different majors, things like that. It was a respectable college. There's nothing wrong with saying you graduated from UTA. But seeing this nonsense right here, they've completely gone off to the deep end. And because I've walked around on that campus, I've been to that campus. It seemed like a normal university, but now it's gone woke, and I can only imagine what it looks like now. The kind of people that go there now, they say they're inclusive and they want to create a space for all people to feel welcome. But I guarantee, if one of those people went inside to this safe space and said they were a gay black conservative, they'd be thrown out. A gay Latino, a gay Republican Latino, they would be thrown out. You walk in there with the Trump 2024 hat, you're gonna be thrown out. You come in there with a Greg Abbott T-shirt or something, you're going to be thrown out of that so-called inclusive safe space. What is with these safe spaces? It just doesn't. I don't know what's going. Our society has gone soft. Testosterone is gone. We become a nation of punks. It's truly sad. It's something I'm telling you, you've got to get out and vote. You've got to get out and vote for the most America first candidates possible. Because we're going to have to put an end to this nonsense. This indoctrinating. Look, I have no problem with you being gay or whatever. That's your thing, or being trans. That's what you want to do, but indoctrinating people into this gender that there are 53 genders and this telling kids that it's okay to get sex changes and things like that, promoting it to them is absolutely not okay. And we have to put an end to this nonsense. So get out there, vote on November 8th, or early vote, and stop this madness. This is nuts. You're making a nation of punks because these people are not patriotic. They don't love America. They hate everything that America stands for. They hate our principles. They hate religion. They are not pro-military in most cases. They're anti-law and order. They're anti-police. It's all in the same category. And they don't like conservatives. If you don't subscribe to their ideology, you're not a part. They're not inclusive. They're not including you in their echo chamber. Their the whole system. It's an echo chamber of people who think like this, who are anti-America. That's the way it is. Like I said, there's no problem with being gay, trans, whatever, but it's when they promote this anti-American agenda and they tell kids or they teach kids about sexuality and things like that and just gender nonsense. That's where we have to draw the line. This is where it becomes a problem. So yeah, I just wanted to share this story with you. This queer safe space at universities. This is making our people woke. It's making young people woke. It's making them very soft. It's making them very hateful. It's divisive. It's all kind of nonsense. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video right there. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.